Many players choose d4 because it can lead to reliable openings. A provocative response to d4, letting you take the center. Building a strong center by controlling the d5 square. e6 opens up a line for the dark squared bishop and prepares to castle quickly, while preparing to push a pawn to d5 and recapture with a pawn if captured, developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. The queen's Indian defense prepares to fianchetto the light squared bishop on b7, where it will have influence on the long diagonal. This lets your bishop step into the game. Bishop a6 immediately attacks the undefended c4 pawn, hoping to provoke b2, b3. Good job defending that pawn. They are striking at the center to fight for space. That pawn chain will help strengthen your pawn structure. This is the only move that works. They exchange pieces of equal value. A clear recapture. Textbook play so far. That fianchettoed bishop is putting pressure on the diagonal. They missed a chance to capture a free pawn. Your pawn is no longer hanging and is now defended. This move forces your queen to retreat, giving your opponent extra tempo. There was only one good move and you found it. A good choice to move your threatened queen. They are threatening to tactically win a queen. You prevented your opponent from being able to tactically win a queen. This is the only good move. Now you have to lose castling rights. You recaptured the piece. This is the only move that works. Their move stopped you from being able to kick a knight. Good job stepping in to defend your pawn. They stopped your attack by interposing a piece to protect their pawn. You are threatening to win a knight by adding pressure to a pinned piece. They bring out their bishop, increasing their control over the center. Develops the knight and attacks the center. You get a chance to win material by adding pressure to a pinned piece. Ignoring the threat on your rook, a difficult move to see. This is the way to win material. They chose kingside castling, getting their king out of the center and activating a rook. Ignoring the danger to your rook was a tough but ingenious choice. This is the way to win material. They are threatening to win material through an eventual pin. This move will win a queen with correct play. With the right moves, your opponent is sure to win material. Taking that knight will win material for you after the follow-up trades. You are now able to eventually win material. They missed a chance to win material through a tactic. You skillfully ignored the threat and played a fantastic move. This move will win a bishop with correct play. They are right on target. This will win a bishop with correct play. You are threatening to checkmate the king. A correct move to get their pawn out of harm's way. Nice, you capture a vulnerable knight, winning material after all trades are completed. Takes back. You are threatening to tactically win a bishop. They move the bishop to safety. You are threatening to checkmate the king. They move the pawn to safety. The only move, and you found it. Good job defending that pawn. This move puts their bishop on a safer square. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. This move puts their pawn on a safer square. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. Their move stopped you from being able to force eventual checkmate. Nice, definitely the right move. Their king steps away from the check by your knight. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. They prevented you from being able to force eventual checkmate. Your pawn is no longer hanging and is now defended. Decent move, but they had a better one. Good job, that's what I would have played too. They didn't find the right idea. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. You prevented your opponent from being able to eventually win a pawn. Their move stopped you from being able to force eventual checkmate. This is the way to win material. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. They prevented you from being able to force eventual checkmate. This is the only move that works, and you found it. That helps fix your pawn structure. A clear recapture. Yes, this is the way. That was the only move. Nice, definitely the right move. That was the only move. Clearly you don't want to leave your queen in danger. That was the only move. Well done, an excellent move. That was the only move. Good job, that's what I would have played too. That was the only move. You are leaving your rook hanging, but there's a brilliant idea behind it. This will win a queen with correct play. They played one of the best moves here. This was the only move, defending their hanging pawn. a logical capture. A straightforward recapture. Yes, this is the... Their king steps away from the check by your queen. Nice, definitely the right move. They stop the check by interposing a piece between your rook and their king. Very good choice. A clear recapture. Good job, that's what I would have played too. They move their king out of the check from your queen. Yes, this is the way. They made one of the top moves in this position. Nice, definitely the right move. Their bishop is now more active on this square. You captured a free pawn. They move the pawn to safety. You will win a pawn with a fork. That pawn was yours for the taking. I like their choice. Using a pin to defend helps to protect. They defended their... They played one of the best moves here. This is the way to win material. Their best option was... Good job, that's what I... Their king steps away. Nice, you found a way to win a bishop. You are now able to force eventual checkmate. Your opponent... They move their king out of the check from your queen. You're continuing down the road to checkmate, moving their bishop to a better position. Your move gets closer to checkmate. Always feels nice to win.